I performed an appendectomy on myself. My name is Leonid Rogozov, and this is my chilling story. I was born on March 14, 1934 in Chita, Russia, and am a general practitioner who interrupted his surgical training to join a Soviet Antarctic expedition. On November 5, 1960, I set sail with 12 other expedition members on the ship Ob to Antarctica, arriving after 36 days at sea in December. After the station was built, the team prepared for a long, harsh winter, constant darkness, and fierce snowstorms. The polar winter had begun, cutting off our small group from the outside world. After 9 weeks of preparatory work, the new Soviet Antarctic station was opened on February 18, 1961. But shortly after moving in, on April 29th, I noticed symptoms of localized peritonitis indicating acute appendicitis. My diagnosis: acute appendicitis. Common symptoms are abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, and fever. If the inflammation spreads in the abdomen, it can become life-threatening. The problem: I was the only doctor for miles around. I tried to control the inflammation with antibiotics and cold compresses, but it was useless. I grew progressively weaker. My fever rose rapidly and I vomited frequently. I had no other choice. I had to operate on myself. At 2 a.m. on May 1st, I began the operation after numbing my lower body. My friends cleared and disinfected my room and instruments. Mechanic Zinovy Teplinsky held a mirror. Meteorologist Alexander Artemiev handed me tools. After local anesthesia with Novocaine, I started opening my abdominal wall for about 12 centimeters. Drenched in sweat and exhausted, I allowed myself 4 to 5 minute rests every few minutes. Finally, I found the appendix and was shocked to see a blackish discoloration at the base. Just one more day and it would have ruptured, making death almost certain. My heart turned to lead, my hands felt like rubber. The mirror helped but also hindered, since I saw everything inverted. I feared the worst. But I pulled myself together and removed the inflamed appendix, irrigating the abdominal cavity with antibiotics. After a total of 1 hour and 45 minutes, the operation was over. 5 days later, my body temperature had normalized. After another 2 days, the sutures were removed. In mid-May, I returned to work and continued my mission for almost a year. In 1962, I returned from the Antarctic expedition world-famous to Leningrad, where I completed my surgical training in October 1963. I died at age 66 in St. Petersburg from postoperative complications after an operation for bronchial carcinoma.